Okay, this is On the Beach at Waikiki. Open G tuning, so it's DGDGBD. So that's pretty much how the main part goes. So I'm gonna break down some of these riffs, and you know, there's the two versions on Death Chance, and so this is like the re-recorded version, not the one he has one with like a slide that he's doing that with. So this is the other version of that, and so also like a thing that is pretty interesting about this tune, I mean in any open G tune, is that it's pretty easy to transpose it to play on a banjo. So I probably will make a video at some point showing how you can, you know, you have to make a very minor modification to this to play it on a banjo. So it starts with that slide down on the 5th fret to the 3rd. So you're alternating your thumb on that start between the low G and the middle D. So you're just doing this slide down. So really slowly. Five to slide down. And then you're hitting the G on the 3rd fret. So the melody of that is and so I try to keep each finger on my right hand assigned to one string, at least definitely at that start. So like I'm always hitting the high D with my ring finger, and this B with my middle finger, and G with my index. So like ring finger, index on that one because that's on the G. And so the left hand is not too difficult, it's just so you can practice that, and then I'll show you the right hand. So that part's not too terrible. And so this next part is where the rhythm is a little bit odd, and so your thumb on this part is kind of irregular. So I'll just show you really quick this next little riff, because you're doing kind of a similar slide down, but you're doing all the work on this D string. So again, the left hand is pretty simple. You're just going on the D from the 5th fret, slide down to the 3rd. And then that's on the low G. So the left hand, or excuse me, the right hand is what's a little bit more complicated right here. So you'll go like, let me just play it at speed really quick so I can, it's kind of hard to play slow. So again, I'm trying to just keep my middle finger and index finger alternating on the B and G right there. So that part you can just listen to the record and kind of slow it down and so when he's coming out of that, he starts alternating the thumb between the G and D. And then you bar the 2nd fret, all the strings except the low string, and then you're back to alternating the thumb. The thumb is then just alternating between the G and D strings after that, after you drop the bar. So after you, again, recapping, after you're coming out of the you do the alternating riff between the low G and D. And then bar, 2nd fret. So that's just barring, and then you're just hitting the 4th fret and the 5th fret with with your ring finger and pinky on the high D string. And your thumb is just alternating between the G string and the D string right there. So that part is not terrible. And you can listen to how he plays it. Like sometimes he'll hit both of the high strings at once. And so after that, he goes into this. So your thumb is still just alternating between the D and G. And then you're just on the 2nd fret on the B string. And then that's the 2nd fret on the high D. So doing that bar riff. And so that is just sliding up from the 2 on the B string to the 3, and then have your pinky or your ring finger, however you want, on the high D on the 5th fret. So you're just going. And then you're right back in position for the first riff. So that's just about it.